everyone, this is Mary from Lamacrae Designs. I just thought I'd do this short tutorial on how to make my new print and cut files on your Cricut machine. I would recommend that you calibrate your Cricut for print and cut before you continue, and I'll show you now what we do. So open a new blank canvas and go to upload. From here you'll be looking for wherever you downloaded my file to make your card. So if we go to browse, they'll usually be in your download folder. So I'll select the picture that I want on the front of my card and open. I always use complex when I import and then continue. If there's any stray bits that you don't like, you can remove background or you can select the pieces that you want to remove, but hopefully it should all be ready there for you to import. So click apply and continue. Select print and cut image, upload, and there you have your first image uploaded. Now you want to do the same thing for your greeting message, so once again go to uploads, upload image, browse, and there's the happy birthday that I would like on there, and open. Once again I would do complex, continue, apply and continue. You want the print and cut, not the cut image, and you upload. I've already uploaded the envelope template, as you can see here, and the card template. So what we want to do now is select all of those elements to go onto our canvas. So highlight the happy birthday, the picture, the envelope and the card, and add to canvas. Okay, so when they're imported onto your canvas, they're all kind of crowded one on top of the other, and sometimes the PNG image can come through as a massive image. In this case it hasn't, but just click out of that box and let's just move everything around so that we can actually see everything. So as you can see, we've got the greeting, the picture, the blank card, the envelope and the liner. Now at this point the envelope and liner and the card and card base will all be grouped together with their score lines. So what I would suggest that you do is to go to each group, and so that one, as you can see, has selected the card and the score line, and press this button here which ungroups. So you have the two separate items. Once again, go to the envelope, ungroup. You will have to actually ungroup twice with these because the liner is a group in itself and the envelope is a group in itself. So as you can see, everything now is a separate element. So what we want to do now is take the picture. Actually, I want to change that and make that card white because I don't want to print it grey. So we'll make that white. Lovely. We take the picture that we want and we put on what would be the front of our card. Now bring that to the front so that you can see it there, and size it to whatever size you want for the front of your card. Do the same with the happy birthday. Right click, bring to front and drag that over. Now I might have to go in a bit smaller for it because it's quite small, to drag it over to the front of my card. Here we go. And once again, you can resize. Just make sure when you are resizing something that this padlock at the top here is locked so that it keeps it to proportion and scale. There we are. And then I'll move that centrally. You can put it wherever you like, obviously. It's your card to personalize however you want. So now what we have to do is we have to select the greeting. On the right hand side, hold down your shift, select the picture and then select the blank card at the back and then flatten. This keeps the whole image together. Next thing we need to do, go to the score line. Now I will right click and bring that to the front because I do like to see it. Now when it's imported into Cricut, it imports everything as a basic cut, but as you can see, all my score lines I actually have in blue in this box in the top left hand corner here, so you know that that's a score line. So basically just go to the operation, go down to score, select score, and when we come out of there you will see that it's turned it into a score line. You then take that score line and the flattened image, hold shift and attach. So that is basically your card ready to go. But we want to do the liner. You don't have to make the envelope liner if you don't want to, but it just adds a little extra touch, I feel. Once again, we go to this line here, which you can see it's a line there. It's blue, but we want to change that to score. Highlight that score line and the liner and attach, and then go down to the square. Once again, you can see it's blue in the top left hand corner here. Go down to operation, score, and select both the score and the envelope and attach. So there we are. We have everything attached here. You can obviously change the colour if you want to of the envelope or the liner. That's perfectly fine, and it's up to you what you want to do with that. I tend to use copy paper to make the envelope and the liner. I feel that works quite well, and then whatever weight of card you feel suits you to make the card. Okay, so let's go for it. Here we go. Make it. So this is how it will appear on your mat. Make sure here you've chosen your material size. All of my designs and envelopes fit onto A4, so we check that one. We go on to the next one, which is the envelope. Select A4 and go on to the envelope liner and select A4. What I also do with the envelope here is I just rotate it. Wouldn't let me rotate. This one won't let me rotate. Sorry, it's because it's a big envelope. I was being daft there. It has to be that way, otherwise it won't fit. You can rotate it that way if you prefer, but it won't fit sideways. Okay, so then we go continue. You've got your maker plugged in and switched on. I should go back to the print and cut first so you can see what that is. Sorry, that was my fault because I went down to the bottom mat. So it says that it's going to print on an A4. You go send to printer. Choose your printer from the options here. Turn off bleed. We don't want bleed on this. We want it to be as exact as it possibly can. If you want to use the settings in your printer, if that's possible, you can use this system dialog box, and that will allow you to choose best print or something like that. But for this demonstration, I'll turn that off and we will go print. Make sure you have your cardstock in your printer before you press print so that it prints onto your cardstock. So print. Okay, so once the design is printed, get your design, put it onto one of your mats. You can either use the light grip blue mat or the standard grip green mat. Do make sure, however, when you put it on your mat that it is the exact orientation as it shows here in the picture. Otherwise it won't cut correctly. There we are. So there we want to pick the material. Mine's a medium cardstock. I always edit the tools. I do have a scoring wheel, but I find that I use my scoring stylus more than my scoring wheel, so that I don't have to keep swapping the blade and the wheel. So there we go. From there we will load the mat and press the C, and we will do the cut. I will be back with you very shortly to show you the outcome. So we can now load our mat into our Cricut machine. I do recommend using a brayer to make sure that your paper is adhered to the sticky mat. When I've got a design like this, I do tend to put a piece of copy paper over the top and then bray so that it doesn't transfer any of the design. So here we go, I'll load the mat. Then as we press the C ready to go, you'll notice that it does quite a few run paths to read these registration marks in the corner, so it does take a little while. I've speeded up this section so that we don't have to wait for it to do it, but yours will take a little longer than this. So there we are, it's cut the card for you. I'll just remove the mat and then we can take the card from the mat. We can now go ahead and cut the envelope and the liner. Do make sure that you do change your paper type if you are just using copy paper, and once again it will ask you to edit the tools if necessary. So I've done that. I'll load my paper and continue to cut the envelope and liner, and then we'll be back to show you how to put it all together. So with our card cut, we turn this over. Well, you can do it one of two ways. Usually the best way to do is to peel it off the cardstock like that. Put my mat to one side. As you can see, it hasn't cut through quite enough, typical when I'm doing a demonstration, but if you just fold it backwards and forwards a couple of times along the cuts, if it hasn't done that for you, then it does release it. There we are. So there's your beautiful card. Fold along the score line, and as you can see, super job. You can write your message in there. You can personalise however you want on the front. So that's our card. Then I have already cut out the envelope and the envelope liner. So what we want to do is fold those in. Fold that down. Fold the envelope liner. I won't attach it in this demonstration, but you can attach it with double-sided sticky tape. It just makes the envelope look a little nicer. Fold the bottom up. You'll need to attach it here, and then your card fits beautifully inside the envelope. And there we have it. Your card, your envelope, the liner, all ready to go. Thank you.